a lot of times content creators will make videos from time to time, kind of pulling back the curtain on their life and their situation regarding their content creation, regarding their job, of what it's like for them to make videos. And usually, when you hear stuff like that, it comes from the perspective of somebody who has made it for all intents and purposes. They have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of followers or subscribers, whatever, and they're able to turn that into their full time job. I offer a slightly different perspective. I certainly am trying to grow into making this a source of income that is reliable so that I can pour all my time and effort into this because I love content creation. I love the idea of being able to be creative and, let's be honest, play video games for money. Like, let's not be around the bush. But I haven't made it, at least if you're watching this when it comes out. If you're watching this 5, 10 years in the future, hopefully I have made it, in which case, hello. Um, no, my name is Michael. I have just a couple hundred followers or subscribers across various platforms, and I'm trying to make it in the industry of content creation, posting videos on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok every day. What I've been doing lately is I've been posting 5 videos every day, 5 gaming videos on my accounts across those platforms. Then every Thursday, I try and have, well, at least by every Thursday, typically they'll go up on a Wednesday, maybe even a Tuesday, I'll host my podcast that I do called Inside the Helmet. It is a sports podcast that I've been doing now. We've done like 25 episodes or so, weekly episodes. So it's been going on for several months now. And I try and have that up sometime during the middle of the week. And then on the weekends, I try and put up this, what you're watching right now, which is my other podcast, Controller Freaks, which is more gaming focused because sports, particularly football and Formula One, and gaming as a whole are my 2 greatest passions in life, and I didn't want to confine myself to only having to do one. I was like, well, I like all these different things. I want to do stuff with all these things. I don't want to just confine myself to only being a Minecraft YouTuber, only talking about football. I want to do it all. Not everything, but rather all the things I'm interested in. Also, if you couldn't tell, we're again not at my desk. We're in my living room because I thought it was nice to kind of stand up and talk into the camera last time. And so I thought that I would do that again for this week's episode. But yeah, I feel like when you hear these more established content creators talk about, oh, you fall into a trap of looking at analytics, looking at the numbers and all that. And it's very true. I find myself, even though I have a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the viewership that they have, I too obviously find myself looking obsessively at statistics from time to time just to see, like, are my videos getting any views? I mean, I'm at a point right now where some of my videos are getting like only single or only double digit views on like a short, not like a long video, but a short, which you're typically going to get at least a few hundred views on. But I mean, it's interesting. I wanted to start making YouTube videos around a decade ago, if not longer, when I would be watching other people play video games on YouTube like Minecraft or Madden. And I was like, well, that looks really fun. These people are playing video games with their friends and having a great time, and they're making a career out of that. Of course, I want to do that. Who wouldn't? But, a decade later, and actually finally putting that into practice and having the equipment and the knowledge of how to actually go about that, at least technically. I'm not saying I make the greatest content in the world, of course, but it's not as easy as it looks. Well, one thing in particular that I struggle with as of late is coming up with ideas, trying to force myself to pump out high numbers of videos, essentially a philosophy of throwing stuff at the wall until something sticks. That's the philosophy that I've kind of chosen to have with my videos while I'm still trying to grow initially. My mindset is that how most people grow in the modern era is they have one video just blow up, and then that pushes them up to a higher level of amount of audience that they have, and that helps their further videos do better, and that helps them to gradually grow their audience. You need to have one or two or three videos while you're still pretty small go crazy that bring in a lot of people on their own to help further uplift everything else that you're doing. And so that explains the high number of output of videos. But it's just kind of rough sometimes. Obviously, this is not me standing here saying that I'm going to stop. Obviously not. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep hoping and praying that one of these videos goes crazy, because this is what I want to do. I feel like I have the personality, certainly the sense of humor, to make it. I certainly have all the belief in myself in the world, but it's not up to me entirely. At the end of the day, all I can do is make the video. I can't choose who gets to see it, who it gets put in front of their screen. I cannot directly control the individual to click on the video, if they even see it pop up in their algorithm. And I certainly can't force them to stay and to follow me or subscribe. So